And the question is, women are struggling to find men that they can date.
Okay. Black women cannot, shall not, should not expect a black man to be able to provide them with the same type of a lifestyle that a Caucasian can provide for the white female. Because the Caucasian benefits from white privilege, the black man suffers from white racism.
Let's stop here. Stop. Pause. Think. Stop. Pause. Think. Israel, Yasharallah, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian Taino Negro descent, you so-called African American ladies, women, daughters of Zion, Cubana women from the tribe of Manasseh, Boniqua women, sisters, the Latino tribe, right? Issachar, Manasseh, Reuben, Asher, Gad, Simeon, Naphtali. You have to think that we are in captivity. How could your counterpart, your slave husband, your bond husband, provide the resources, the amenities to his counterpart the same way the slave master provide for his counterpart? Think, stop, and pause. Because you got to understand, we in captivity, Israel. We in captivity. We are the bond man and the bond woman. This is the curses in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. 28:68. We are the slaves. Why are you Israelite women, you so-called black women, Latino women, Native Indian women, expecting a slave man, a slave husband, a bond husband, a bond man of yours to provide the things the slave master provide for his and his family? Why would you hold your husband to that type of pinnacle understanding that this is the white man's setup? This is Esau Edom world. This is his kingdom. This is their heaven, their rulership, their dominion, their authority, their throne, which is coming to an end. All praise to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashabarakta. For Esau is the end of the world, the end of an eon, the end of a rulership, the end of an age. You see, stop holding your husband to a degree of a slave master degree when this is not our kingdom. Though we are a nation of kings and priests, we at a low estate because we didn't serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob with gladness of heart. We haven't served our power, Abba Yahweh. He is, exists, he is to be, and his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly and intentionally called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai or Mashiach, who is a so-called black man, who is King of Kings, Elohim of Elohim, who is the Alpha and the Omega, who is our great Redeemer, our great Deliverer in Yasharallah. So our Israelite women have more ambition when it comes to this world, this society. The Most High said there will be a new thing in the earth where a woman shall compass a man. Why would an Israelite man psychologically, even though he know he's not an Israelite, he think he's a so-called black man, a so-called Mexican man, Puerto Rican man, why would he think to be ambition in the empire, in the kingdom, where he see the so-called white man is ruling? Why? Why would he have so ambition from a young boy to a man where he see he's not the king on the earth? So psychologically, he don't have it in him. And psychologically, trying to compete with the slave master make it even harder because our Israelite women don't understand that. Instead of be a supporting bondwoman, a supporting slave woman, and understand we got next, and build us up and be a pillar of rest, they tear us down and say, babe, we're going to go through this punishment together and we're going to reverse the curse and serve Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Because the so-called black men that drive here, the so-called Latino men that drive here, is because they made covenants with Esau Edom through the secret society, through masonry. They have pledged to Esau Edom, and he have given them some rewards and their kingdom. But nonetheless, they're still not in rulership. They still serve the slave master at the end of the day, but they are able to provide better. But it's because covenants and agreements that they have made with this devil. See, everything that Umar Johnson is saying, there's scriptures for it. And I'm going to pull some out through the Rakak Kodash. So everything he's saying in this clip, well, there's precepts for this. Everything is in the book. Everything is in the Bible. Everything is in the good book. This is a book of prophecy. The Most High said it shall come to pass, and it came to pass. Your history is in the Bible. Your history is in the book. Your past, your future, and your present and your future is in the book. This is your book, Israel Yasharallah. It's all in the book. Let's continue to watch. We're going to watch this whole clip. I'm going to bring out some precepts. I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Amashia Barakatai, Baba Kasha, Abba Yahweh, Baba Kasha, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Amashiach Barakatai. The Howard for the Rakak Kodash, the Howard for our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, the Howard for King David, who will rule Yasharallah after the blast of World War III. The Howard for Yahweh Shai, who was King of Kings, who was the king unto King David, the 144,000 and the nation of Yasharallah. The Howard for this truth, the Howard for the book of the law, the Howard for Abba Yahweh, the great king, the Howard for the 144,000, the Howard for the men of David that's out in the highways and the byways, doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their bodies, their tabernacles, a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Masha Barakatah. The Howdah for the internet, the networks, the unicorn. This gospel may be go out through the four corners of the earth. We at the end of this thing, Yasharala. We're in the time of judgment. It's time for you daughters in Zion to getting order, Eve, order, Eve. It's time to repent and be therefore converted. It's time to be in subjection unto your husband. It's time to be that pillar of rest. It's time for you Israelite brothers to repent, get in order, Jake. It's time to stop being the alphabet, stop being the simp. It's time to be a servant of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Stop trusting in oppression. Come out of the mentality of being a natural born slaves. Be a servant unto Abba Yahweh. And his only begotten son Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Barakatai. A meek servant's report. At the Howdah for this knowledge and wisdom and understand this oil. The Most High said the fear of the Abba of the Elohim is the beginning of wisdom. And that's how you get a good understanding. Psalms 1:11-10. So I'm going to bring out some precepts, Yasharallah. I do this lesson for edification and exaltation. Though my channel is overtaken by Esau Edom, it's shadow banned by YouTube. It's most definitely a shadow ban account, a shadow ban channel. But nonetheless, you have to repent and serve Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Masha Baruch Dai. All right, a famine of this word is coming, Yasharallah. So it's time to get in order. Order, Israel. You ain't got no time left. Let's check it out.
So we should not be, no sister should be looking for a European equivalent or an African equivalent of a European. A black man has to work twice as hard to get half as much. So although I can appreciate the financial equity, but if you are a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer as an African woman in Australia or America or the UK or Toronto or Johannesburg, looking for a black man who has financial equity with your type of career success, that's going to be difficult. You might got to tone it down a little bit. What I find as a therapist who works with couples, married, divorced, and otherwise, too often black women prioritize a man's income over his masculinity, meaning he might can provide. He's willing to help with those children. He will nurture you, look out for you, but he might not be able to put you in a Mercedes. He might not be able to help you with that $1 million mortgage. And I've seen black women turn down good men, very good men, because he didn't have the economics, but he had everything else. Sisters need to be careful not to fall into this European narrative of judging men primarily by how much they make.
And let's bring out a precept on that. Sisters need to be careful. Sisters need to be careful. Right? Let's go into the book of Isaiah 32. Sisters need to be careful. And we talking about you Israelite women. The Most High say in the book of Isaiah 32:9, I'm reading out of the KJV 16:11 edition. Rise up, ye women. Sisters need to be careful. That are at ease. Hear my voice. So the Most High is asking you sisters, you Israelite women, you daughters of Zion, to hear his voice. Ye careless daughters. So the Most High calling you careless. Give ear mean get understanding unto my speech. So the Most High have sent his men to go out there to warn Yasharallah, to warn Israel, to warn the daughters of Zion, to warn, and to give you the proper understanding through the precepts. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. And we approaching what? Jacob's trouble. What we approaching? Jacob's trouble. Lights out, EMP attack, famine, pestilence, cannibalism, earthquakes, camps, guillotines, sedition among men, civil unrest. Many days and years ye shall be troubled, Salakia, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail. See all the good time you had, because the Most High say in the book of Jeremiah 31, a woman shall compass a man. That would be a new thing in the earth. That's coming to an end. Everything that's associated with this empire, with this queendom, with Esau Edom empire, these heathens kingdom, coming to an end for you women. You women finna catch hell all with your way. Many days and years, I'm being repetitive, many days and years shall ye be troubled. Trouble, 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 trouble. Ye careless women, for the vintage, meaning the good times that you have enjoyed in your careers, the good time that you had in Babylon and USA and where we've been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth, shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. All you single ladies, that Beyonce, you better repent from that Beyonce spirit. Be troubled, ye careless one. Strip ye and make ye bare. You see? And girt sackcloth upon your loins. So what the Most High is saying is, it's time to come up out of the house, you see, of mirth, and come to the house of what? Mourning. See, that's what the sackcloth is about. Mourning. That's what we warning you, you daughters of Zion, right? Because that new thing in the earth, where a woman should compass a man, well, that came and now that's gone. That's leaving too. That's leaving Israel, Yasharallah. That's gone. The Most High saying Jeremiah, prophet Jeremiah, Hebrew Israelite, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Elohim had created a new thing in the earth. That's why a woman have compassed a man, because the Most High created this new thing in the earth, where a woman will be above the man. See, the Israelite men been catching hell here, worse than you Israelite women, right? The men of Yasharallah been catching hell and still catching hell. It then got worse. Because we approaching Jacob's trouble. Yasharallah, the dough, they finna start the movie. They didn't dim the lights, Israel. 2025, the lights didn't dim. The movie, you know when you go in the theater, the light dim, that mean the movie, well, here we go. A woman shall compass a man, but now this is coming to an end. That's why the Most High said the vintage shall not come. The good times, over. A day of what is coming? Gloominess and darkness. Let's get that in Joel chapter 2. A day of darkness is coming now. There's no more good times. That's what the Most High say. That's what Prophet Yahweh say. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. See, every time we do a video, every time we do a lesson, every time we in the streets, and the highways and the byways, that's blowing the trumpet. Every time I do a meek service lesson, the trumpet been blowing. Every time the men of David is doing a lesson in the video, they out in the streets, you know them. You see them. The trumpet is being blown. The Most High said before destruction, he warned you first. See, the Most High, he's a merciful God. He warned you before your destruction. So you can say, I did have plenty warnings. You had plenty. You didn't lost count, Israel. You didn't have so much warning you can't remember how many. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound. You see, this is a sound. This is the words of Abba Yahweh B'Shem Shai. He said, ye careless daughter, give ear to my speech. In my holy mountain, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. See, the Most High finna jack everybody up. Esau up, Moab up, Ishmael, Ham, Cush, 2/3 of you Israelites, Amalek, everybody finna get it. Everybody gonna get it. See, it's judgment time. For the day of the Elohim coming, for it is nigh, it's near at hand, Israel. We here right now. Right now, today. A day of darkness, bad. See, darkness means evil and more evil and evil upon evil. And of gloominess. So it's a day of doom and gloom. There you go in the Bible. They always say you preaching doom and gloom, but the Most High is saying it's doom and gloom. It's going to be nothing but doom and gloom until you sit back in your land, Israel. As long as Esau is ruling the earth and the Most High is bringing judgment, he's visiting the earth which he had made, well, you're going to expect what? Doom and gloom. A day of clouds and of what? Of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like. Talking about Jacob's trouble. Talking about Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble. Bad time. Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel. I hope you're paying attention, Israel. I hope you're paying attention. A strong, there had not been ever the like. Neither shall me, Shalakia. Neither shall be many, Salakia, I'm excited, Israel. Neither shall be any more after it. Just like it's saying Daniel 12:1. Even to the years of many generations. But getting back to the curses, let's get back on that. You got to bring that out. I got to bring that out. Because Eve got to understand that her husband, if he's a Hebrew Israelite, is a damn slave man. Stop putting that pressure on him and expecting all this financial wealth, all this economic help. Stop it. The Most High will bring judgment upon you, Eve. What part you not understanding? We can't get no clearer than this. We can't make it no clearer. No clearer. And the Elohim shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now, let's stop here because Egypt means slavery. Egypt means house of bondage. You know what bondage means? It means what? Captivity. So if your husband is in captivity, the creator, Abba Yahweh, say you're going to put him in captivity, why is you holding him to a standard to provide all this stuff when he's in the house of captivity, which is America? So you want your husband that's in captivity, who's a slave man, to give you all these goodies? Man, that is selfish. That's you being stubborn. And the Most High say stubborn is as witchcraft. In the book of Samuel, I believe, or Chronicles. I'm going to try to bring that out. That's you being stubborn to hold a slave man who's your husband, who's your brother, who's your son. I'm talking about the Israelites. To hold them to such a standard of this. To be equal to the slave master. Where they do that at? But if you're not in the book, if you're not trying to seek out the Elohim face, Abba Yahweh B'Shem Shai face, and seek out your nationality, your pedigree, your ethnicity, who you are, and what's required of you, then you're not going to never know these things. If you don't give ear to the Most High speech, you're not going to never know these things. If you're walking in great pride with a haughty spirit, the Most High is going to destroy you. He's going to destroy you. That's in the book of Proverbs 16 and 18, I believe. A haughty spirit before a fall, we'll try to bring that out too. See, now you're waiting on your fall. Because when you got a haughty spirit, when you're walking in pride, your heart already didn't depart from your maker. Sirach chapter 10, verse 12. And the Elohim shall bring it into Egypt again, a second time. A second time. Again means a second time. And Egypt is the house of bondage when you read Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. Again with ships. That go your Atlantic slave trade, your sub-Saharan slave trade, those cargo ships that the Amalekites finance, the small hats. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Your homeland Jerusalem, which is the mother of us all, right where that's at, Galatians 4:26, I believe, or 4:28. Thou shalt see it no more again, not as a nation, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemy. 85, 75, 1200, 800, 900, 1500. Sold to Mr. Johnson over there, the slave master, Esau Edom. So we in captivity, Israel. What you want, your husband to sell his soul? Make a covenant with Esau so he can provide for you? That's what you want? You want him to join a brotherhood, make a covenant so he can provide for you, provide for your wicked ass, and lose his only soul? That's stubborn of you. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold. We got sold, Israel, and we still in the hand of our enemies. Until your enemy, for bondmen, slave man, and bondwomen, slave woman. Eve, you a bondwoman too. You a slave woman. Don't get it twisted because you got an Esau degree and you rolling in a Mercedes. You still a bondwoman, and the Most High gonna get you. And no man shall what? Redeem you. That word body is redeem. And who gonna redeem us? Who have redeemed us? Somebody from our nation. One of our Akim, our greatest Akim, our tall Akim, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, our great Redeemer. By his blood that he shed on Calvary. He redeemed the Israelites by his blood. Yahweh Shah Mashiach. His blood shed for us. That's how he bought us. He bought us by the purchase of his blood. His blood he shed. Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who's a so-called black man. Right? So it's time for you, Eve, to get in order. Right? The Most High say, and I'm going to close out. It's time for you, Eve. Let's go back to Isaiah 32. I want to bring out two more precepts. It's time for you, Eve, to get right or get jacked the hell on up by Abba Yahweh Bashmiel Rashad, right? The Most High say in Isaiah 32 and number 2, a man shall be as a hiding place. You see, your husband gonna be a hiding place. Eve, your security, your protector, your provider, but not providing all this stuff you asking of. Not to give you the things of the so-called white woman is given. Keep in mind, her husband is what? The slave master is what? Is the king of the king of the hill. A slave man can't give you what the king of the hill could. We don't have so-called white privilege. This is not our rulership. This is not our place of rest. Micah 2 and 10. See, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. The wind mean what? The destruction that's coming upon this place. And a what? And a what? A covert. See, a covering from the what? From the tempest. See, when you're in the storm, you go through great tempests. See, the storm is coming through Israel as rivers of water in a what? In a dry place. As the shadow of a great rock in a what? In a weary land. See, it's all in the book, Eve. It's all in the book. It's all in the book. The Most High say in Isaiah 13 and 12, I will what? Make a man more precious than fine gold. Talking about the Hebrew Israelite man. That's not talking about the Edomite man. That's not talking about the Moabite man. That's not talking about the Hamite man. That's not talking about the Ishmaelite man. This is talking about the so-called black man. The so-called black man. The so-called Mexican man. Native Indian man. West Indian man. The 12 tribe of Israelite men, the men of David, though, the righteous men, the one that fear Abba Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Mashiach. The men of King David, the men with Yahweh Shah Mashiach heart. Philippians 2 and 5. I will make a man, not a woman, not a goddamn woman. I will make a man, M-A-N. This is in case y'all not getting it. More precious. What? More precious than fine gold. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Shalom.